again, companies have so many assets and they've hid them in so many folders tied to so many different campaigns or years or whatnot that they have the same asset, 50 times in their
Right. They're still
repository.
paying creative to go take a picture of the new thing that they already have.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But so native in the tool and some of those optimizations, like a duplicate finder, and then also I forget what the check is, but basically they're putting watermark and trademarking on assets themselves and being able to make sure that you're not doing any copyright infringement on those assets.
Right.
That a lot of those things that those guardrails that they're building into,
They bring that up a lot.
Yep.
That
it
it's
is so
brand
important.
safe.
Brand safe,
Mhm.
exactly.
And they're productizing that. And that's
Yeah.
one thing the Wild West of AI and other spheres isn't.
Brand
Didn't
safe
figure
is
out.
as far as you're not using anyone else's, you're not infringing any rights, but also in the fact that you can put rules to make sure that the assets are on brand, right? So the one that they demoed was a guy sitting at a table sipping a coffee, and one of their brand guidelines is to not have assets that have too busy of a background.
Right.
And so they show the guy sitting there and it fails that check. This agent's going through and making sure that it's meeting all of the brand guidelines, and this one didn't. So all of a sudden, right into Adobe Express, change the background out, put them in a mountain scene, make it less busy, crop it a little bit for a different screen, and then put it right back into your AEM assets. Run that check again. Okay, now this asset's ready, good to go. It meets all our criteria for our brand.
Right.
Powerful stuff.
It is.
It's so
It's super powerful, but I think that was one of the points that they made in the keynote, which you could say that, yeah, of course they would say this because this is a it's an industry event, it's a marketing event, and they're talking to a lot of, this Adobe Summit is like 10% tech people, and the rest of it is
Very marketing.
is business side, right? So fine. But they're talking about the fact that a lot of this is the cost of doing business right now, because everybody's going to be using some of these tools to some extent, and so you could say, oh well, I don't know that we can afford to go this way, but the rest of your competition almost certainly is going to.